with a set of ears and a heartbeat knows that Taylor Swift has a rep for writing tell-all tracks about her Starbucks lovers. But surprisingly enough, that doesn't mean that the only place she draws songwriting inspo is the truck tire tracks, leaving a guy far in her rearview mirror. So right now we're bringing you 16 Taylor Swift songs that aren't about a guy right here on Listed. When Taylor released Red, many Swifties immediately skipped ahead to track 13. It's Taylor's lucky number after all, even though the album was full of songs about her famous exes like Jake Gyllenhaal, Harry Styles, John Mayer, and Joe Jonas, to name a few. The 13th track was dedicated to someone very different. Back at the time Red was released, Tay was rumored to be in the running to play music legend Joni Mitchell in a biopic, and the lucky one seemed to be an ode to Mitchell. Sweeter Than Fiction is one of Taylor's most beautiful love songs, but it's not about an ex. She actually co-wrote the song with Jack Antonoff for the film One Chance. Taylor reported that she had to fight with her label, Big Machine, to be allowed to release the song. The label didn't want Swift to release any songs in between albums, but Swift told them, "I have to be a part of this."
Hit the ground, hit the ground, hit the ground, oh, oh. Only sound that you hear is no.
Few of Taylor's non-ex-inspired tracks made as many waves as Bad Blood, which was infamously inspired by her feud with Katy Perry. When the song was first released, there were rumors that the girl fight was fueled by jealousy over John Mayer, but the real story was much more business-oriented. Apparently, Katy conspired to steal some of Taylor's backup dancers for a tour, and the betrayal didn't sit well with Taylor. Like, not at all.
It's so sad to think about the good times, you and I. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
Taylor can't help getting involved with movies that excite her. In addition to her work on the One Chance soundtrack, Taylor also recorded the lead single for the first Hunger Games movie. Safe and Sound is a hauntingly beautiful track that's all about the need to keep yourself and your loved ones safe and sound. On her second album, Fearless, Taylor included a very special track about the most important relationship in her life. No, it definitely wasn't about any ex-boyfriend or even a song about a fictional future love. It was about her mother, Andrea Swift. The Best Day is all about Swift's special relationship with her mom, and it will make you tear up every single time.
Don't know how long it's gonna take to feel okay, but I know I had the best day with you today.
On her album Speak Now, Taylor decided to write another special kind of love song. This time the track was dedicated to her band, who had been with her since her earliest days trying to break into the music industry. In Long Live, Taylor reminisces about the times that she and the band stood on stage together, on the sidelines wishing for right now, and looks forward to the day when they can pass the pictures around and remember the good old days, aka the ones they were living right when she wrote the song. The first track on Taylor's mega hit album 1989 is a love song to a city. In Welcome to New York, Taylor declares her love for the Big Apple and everything about it that makes it a perfect home for her and her friends, especially as they're trying to find themselves in their 20s. Even if you don't live in New York and never want to, you can relate to the feeling of promise the song invokes, which also makes you feel like literally anything is possible. In 2012, Taylor was so inspired by the blog of a mother who lost her young son to cancer that she had to write a song in his honor, and thus Ronan was born. Taylor performed this song live on TV only once for a Stand Up to Cancer telethon, and she broke every heart in America in the process.
I remember the drive home when the blind hope turned to crying and screaming. Why?
No song captures what it's like to be in your early 20s quite like 22. It's a send up to the adventures we all have with friends and the bad decisions we're bound to make and not regret because they shape who we are, duh. Oh, and the video was the perfect kind of hipster chic that we all aspired to be in 2013.
Everything will be alright if we just keep dancing like we're 22.
Swift is also known to fight back with songs, and she delivered quite an epic blow with Mean. The song is rumored to be directed at Bob Lefsetz, a music critic who gave Taylor a bad review on his blog, but it applies perfectly to anyone who throws shade at anyone and quickly became an anthem for bullied kids in school.
Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is me.
Starlight is another one of Taylor's sweetest songs about romance, just not one that she was involved in. The story goes that Taylor saw a picture of Ethel and Bobby Kennedy when they were teenagers and was inspired to write a song about their young romance. And since Tay was conveniently dating Connor Kennedy at the time, she was even able to get Ethel's blessing on the song. One of Taylor's biggest singles not to be about an ex, 15, told the story of Taylor and her best friend Abigail's experiences as freshmen in high school. It touched a little on Taylor's life, but the part of the song that really stood out to fans details Abigail going too far too fast with the wrong boy.
Abigail gave everything she had to a boy who changed his mind, and we both cried.
The deluxe edition of 1989 brought fans extra tracks that were good enough to be on the main album, like New Romantics, which ended up being released as a single. In New Romantics, Taylor sings about friendship and living that single life with ultra relatable lines like, "We're so young, but we're on the road to ruin. We play dumb, but we know exactly what we're doing." What human in their 20s can't relate to something about New Romantics? Answer, none of them, because we all can relate.
We team up and switch sides like a record changer. The rumors are terrible and cruel, but honey, most of them are true.
Even though Shake It Off includes a few pointed references to exes in Taylor's dating history, I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. The song itself isn't really about an ex or even Taylor's love life at all. It's about getting yourself back up and moving on, even when people try to talk and tear you down. And that's a life lesson we could all use reminding of.
Heartbreaker's gonna break, 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 and the faker's gonna fake, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake it off.
On her Speak Now album, Taylor included a song called Never Grow Up, which is all about childhood and growing up too fast, only to wish you could get those years back when you're an adult. In the song, Taylor reminisces about all the ways she wanted to grow up and be independent, and then gets painfully real about how cold and lonely her big girl apartment in the city feels. I relate to that. But really, where are mom and dad when we need them? I relate to that too. And finally, how could we possibly forget Innocent? The track featured on Speak Now isn't necessarily one of Taylor's catchiest, but it's very intriguing since it's about Kanye West and the whole 2009 VMA incident that we'll never stop being reminded about. So that concludes our list of 16 Taylor Swift songs not about dudes, and right now I want to turn this over to you. Do you prefer Taylor's songs about ex-boyfriends or these that are about life, family, and friendship, and all of the above? Obviously, as a Swiftie, I love all Taylor Swift songs the same, and I'm sure you do too, but get to talking right down here in the comments section below, and after that you can click right over here to see 10 of the best T-Swift collaborations. Plus, for more Taylor Swift fangirling, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _Tiffany Taylor. Thanks so much for hanging out with me right here on Listed. I'm your girl Tiffany Taylor, and I'll see you next time.